So I'm Christian. I came to Church on the Rock when I was 12 years old. I grew up in a dysfunctional home, so that it kind of impeded my view of God. It was hard for me to view God as a loving and gracious father who wanted to have a relationship with his kids. I faced a lot of anxiety and depression, and it was the pressure of just trying to make it so I could kind of escape my home life and just try to get as far away as possible. And it led me down on a path of where I ended up leaving Church on the Rock. Through relationships is how I overcame. And it means so much to me because I finally get it that God really does love me personally, and that he really does have a plan for my life, and that that it's not something that I just made up, or that it's not something that I just did on my own, but that he had a plan before he made the foundations of the earth for me. When you get connected with God and you find your purpose and you go for it with everything that you have, that God opens the doors, and you see that God is the one that's leading you, and it becomes contagious because it helps you, it makes you want to serve more, it makes you want to give everything that you have to this one thing that you believe that God has called you to do. The next step was me going to Growth Track, and through Growth Track, one of my spiritual gifts, well, the top spiritual gift that I got was missions. It was like a light bulb moment because I always knew that I wanted to do missions. I always thought that that was my thing, but I really thought that that it was something that I just made up, or it was something, I thought it was just me. I didn't really know it was God. So when Growth Track kind of affirmed that it was my purpose, that's when I started pursuing missions. Going on the mission trip was really rewarding in ways that I didn't know. So I went to the Philippines in September, and it was the most life-changing trip because I ended up going to a children's shelter. I went and we took 17 kids to the doctor, dentist, and optometrist. And these were kids that really had never seen a doctor since they were born. God really showed me my purpose. He really affirmed that this was the thing that he had for me to do. And the whole time I kind of thought that, I was trying to see if it was God. I was trying to just pursue it to see like, hey God, if this is what you want me to do, then I'm going to do it. So I was just stepping out on faith at the time. But I didn't know that it was actually his plan and it was his purpose for me. And that really just ties back into the mission statement, to lead people to a God who's for them and help them discover his purpose for their life. So right now in my life, I feel totally redeemed. I feel like I'm a new person. I know that I'm a new person. Now that I love people differently, God has shown me different things about myself, and it's given me a new strength, and it's given me a new purpose to love people, and it's just been amazing.